Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the double.
Back to throw now on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap.
Okay,
but
ready.
Now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
38.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cook up the gut.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Freeman. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, ready. Ready.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ready, break.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Blue striker. Black ultra. Set.
They'll set up a throw.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Okay, right.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Rig. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The Seahawks had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go check.
Back to throw. Freeman firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Hey, Crash.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Let's go now.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther 11. Trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Freeman. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35.
Get it. Buffalo 18. Big Lion. 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
On the ready. Cut 19.
Off the play fake. Freeman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On the slant, it's Fant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Ready?
Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Okay,
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, come on.
In motion comes the tight end left. Off play action. Freeman. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
No!
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check smash! Check smash! Hey! Hey! Check that!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready, ready! Hustle, hustle!
They run again with Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Freeman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Go! Hurt! Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's go now!
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Pass the 60! Pass the 60! Check smash! Check smash!
Back to throw. Freeman. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
Check. Hey, smash, bro. Hurry, hurry!
Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
19 Tiger.
Again, Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Ready.
Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see?
Ready,
Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 1. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Rolling to his left. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Here we go.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll look to throw again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60 Vikings. Check, Bobcat.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing to run on the play sheet the entire time.
Well, he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Back to throw again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Deputy Ranger.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. On the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
On the ready. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. Hurry. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here.